Do you understand yet? I labeled that because when I first got into this whole world, right? Oh shoot. Hold on guys. I just locked myself out my own back door. No, so when I first got into this realm, right? People are like, stop saying understand. Peace to the gods, peace to the gods. People are like, don't say understand because understand means you're standing under their authority. And I was like, ah. When you understand something, you make a connection with it. And you don't need anyone else or anything else to validate that. This is what I see a lot in this realm, right? I see that y'all want different results. Y'all want access to trust and accounts, and you wanna do things in order to get privileges that require you to be in a certain like disposition in your head. Like no matter what you think you are, what you think about all day long and every day is how you appear to people. And if you've had some type of way of thinking that you've seen that you develop from growing up, like an example, fear, lack of emotional stability, anger, and you bring those things that you're dealing with into this realm, it's like, again, what I just mentioned, like you're expecting something different. You got new information, yes, but you haven't taken the information that's already inside of you and evaluated it, and it was like, is this working for me, or what is this doing for me right now? Listen, I want to speak more on this type of stuff, but I want to keep this channel, you know, about freeing yourself from legal tyranny. But in the danger of misleading y'all and being a disservice to you, I have to talk about these things because it's the foundation of you understanding and your eyes being open to information that's already been here inside of you and in front of you this whole time. We can say that people have done things to hide things and distract us, but like right now at this very point of you listening to my voice, there's nothing physically holding you back unless you're physically handicapped, and even so your brain still works, your eyes. What am I saying? I say all that to say this. Do you understand yet? Do you understand what's going on? There's a lot of people that's been doing this stuff for years. They've been doing this stuff for years. Like they did some big stuff, like stuff you don't know about, some high level things with FRB routing numbers and collapsing trusts and doing things that are supposed to get results, doing SPC things of that sort, you know. And I don't have anything against secured party creditor process, the cracking the code and the redemption manual. I haven't personally read all of those books, but if you know who you are, truly know who you are and what this is really about, different things. You're gonna see different things than other people are seeing, and you're gonna get different results than when other people are getting that have been doing this stuff for years and have bought packages and follow gurus and listen to thousands of hours of material. Patrick Devine, Yusuf L, just to name a few. These men are they're adequately equipped to teach the masses, and their information is correct, and they're living in the private on the private side of the world. But there are many people that are doing and following their structure, and they're not getting results. It's because we're not connecting. We're not connecting with the main source. The main source that can open your eyes to what's already been in front of your eyes this whole time. We're making things really hard. I know you guys wanted this to be about debt discharge, but this is everything to do with debt discharge. Like I'm talking to the community of people who are already engaged in this, or if you're just brand new and you hopping into this world and you found my video on accident. It wasn't an accident, by the way. Then I just want to give you some good advice just from my observation of being in this realm for 6 months now, that it operates just like the regular world. If there's people here that want to make money, there's people here that just want to be famous, there's people here who are just walking in circles, and they have all the information and tools they need. They are their worst enemy. You ever seen somebody get mad that had a bad temper or real sensitive, and they get mad at somebody that's trying to help them, and you witnessed that? Or maybe you was that person and you were trying to help somebody, or maybe you was that person getting mad when somebody was trying to help you, right? And they had good intentions for you. Or maybe their intentions, maybe you thought their intentions were bad because of the way you think. But either way, these people in these systems and the way that the government and the Congress is set up, even though it's ran in a very interesting way, there are ways for you to comprehend their information and use it, utilize, play the game. They're playing games. They're literally playing games with you right now. Would you not agree that it's a game, that if someone made a contract behind your back, a contractual contract, a trust, and used your name and used a variation of your name, like putting a comma or switching your name around, and then using your name as collateral and as well to make capital gain and to borrow against other, like, would you not say that's a game? That's playing games. If you don't let anybody know that that's all happening, you have to find that out in some other way, like you're finding it out right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to those who have an ear right now to hear, like I'm talking to you. You have to have I don't know if anyone's read the Think and Grow Rich, but that's a really awesome book. And in the book, it says that if you follow everything in this book, that you will be rich. And one of the things and the requirements for you to be rich is that you had to know exactly what you want, and then you had to know exactly how much of it or yourself you were willing to get in order to get what you wanted. That was part of writing your affirmation down. It was part of you saying that out loud, right? Because that's just a universal law. That's just how things work, right? Yes, there are things that's happening behind our back that are super interesting. Yes, there are ways for you to utilize, play the game, and get what's yours. But here's the thing, the universal law of the world, like if I jump off a building, I'm going to fall and hit the ground unless something stops me. I can't bend that law. That law's going to bend me. But the universal law of the world is it's better to give than receive, right? Because that's an actual law. Because when you plan to give something, the law says that you have to give back. But if you're just planning just to get for yourself, the law says, there's a big chance that you're not going to get what you need, what you want. It's going to be hard for you to get what you're trying to obtain, because it's all about you, and that's not really our divine purpose on this earth. Is just to worry about ourselves. That's just not what we're here to do. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Peace, 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 peace. Um, a lot of us are coming here with anger, looking at these people, these public officials, as or public servants, as they're scum and they're demons. Cool, you can label anything you want. The thing is, the energy that you put out, you're gonna get it back. And here's the thing: there's a lot of people who are super duper intelligent, but they don't know, that what I just said doesn't resonate with them. It's not common sense to them. You know how they say common sense is not common? Okay, that's what that means. Like things that we right now, as we have this conversation, that you know intellectually already, some people don't. Without shedding light on myself, because there is no way you could have told me that I'd be trying to order $100 $100 Black's Law dictionary, there was no way you were going to tell me I was spending my money on a book that cost $100, and that I would spend hours of my time that I usually would be doing other things that I enjoyed, reading books and articles and listening to videos and having discussions with other people on different levels on how to expand and how to utilize this information and to help others in our family. Like I never would have thought I would have been doing none of this stuff, man. Never. It's got to be bigger than you. It's got to be bigger than you just want a house, nice car, some money in your pocket. You gotta have a purpose. Everybody here has a special type of thing about them that nobody else can do like them, that can help somebody else. Do me a favor, if you're on this stream right now, if you take notes while I talk, and I'm not telling you to, because maybe the stuff I'm saying is not important. Maybe it is. Maybe something resonates with you. But write this down. Equity. Look that word up. Right? Because there's jurisdictions. There's different jurisdictions, right? And equity is the highest jurisdiction. This is the federal court, the district courts of your state, of your county. Right? And then you got Admiralty maritime law, is which are the state courts, and they go off statutory laws and uniform codes, but equity doesn't do that. I'm trying to save y'all some time, because God is literally advanced me so quickly in information. I have information has just dropped in my lap. Literally, I meet people that know things that is right in front of our eyes, and it's like, even if I try to explain some of the stuff that I find very essential to this realm, to some people it's just like rubbish. It's like it's not. So I don't want to waste my time. So I try to lead the way and give you the bits and pieces of wisdom that I'm getting, so that we can all understand this together. Equity. If you don't have a Black's Law dictionary, you should look into buying one, particularly the sixth edition, the Centennial edition with the pronunciations, and it is divine information. You are absolutely correct. And everybody can't handle divine information. Some people try to exploit divine information. This stuff is not new. This is nothing new under the sun. All this has been happening. You feel me? All this type stuff been happening. So Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition. If you can listen, there's one on eBay right now for $60 used. And then there's one for $100. Get the Black's Law Dictionary and read it back to front. I'm telling you, the dictionary and the Black's Law Dictionary that you have learned from high school and middle school, this is where they get legalese from. And if you can understand their books and their terminology, then you understand how they play the game, and then you'll be able to play it with them. But don't take my word for it. Do your own research. God is unique. Was good. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Thank you for your support. Listen, I'm going to be dropping a video on how, if I know a lot of us want to get serious in this realm, but you got to pay bills, right? And you haven't found a way of discharging or setting off debt that works for you, or you're just overloaded with information and you need to study particular things. You just don't have time during the day. You got to work. You got kids. I'm gonna be dropping nine. I don't work a 9 to 5. I am an entrepreneur. I've been working for myself for years now. My last job was at Applebee's as a server. I remember the last day there, I got fired because a couple walked out and didn't pay the bill, but that was like my third time doing it at the restaurant. Not that I was doing it on purpose, it's just I would take large tables, and sometimes some people wouldn't pay their checks. But I think that was a divine happening for me. I don't think it was just a coincidence. Like, for years, I've had so many jobs. I'm not even exaggerating when I say 20. You name it, I've probably worked there. And every time something happened, or I get into some type of argument with the boss, or I'm not motivated to get there on time. I'd be good at the task, but it's just like, I just felt in my heart that there was something more than just working these 9 to 5s, man. I've always felt that way. So listen, there are ways for you to use if you drive a vehicle, there is no way that you should be broke right now, right? I just got in an accident and it wasn't my vehicle. Um, oh man. I'm good. We're not meant to work. You got it. We were never meant to work. We were here for divine purposes, right? But when you get men like Pharisees and Sadducees that want to argue law that they made, then you get people who want to be greedy and use that law so they can not only gain control, but prestige. You feel me? We're supposed to be encouraging people through our gifts, helping each other do amazing things. We're made for community. Everybody's made for community. No matter what you've been through in your childhood, or how sad you feel, or how much you say you hate people, you're not made to be alone. It's just a simple fact. Scientifically proven. 18 USCA, United States, is an obligation. Read it. Also read USC 1. Read the very first USC code. Grand elevations. I've never heard that one. I've never been in a community that is so unique with their wordplay. I love it. I mean, I would say myself, my vernacular's always been different, but when you come around a lot of spiritually divine and aware people who are on a different, spectrum of life, or realm of life, it's cool to hear And even if you're not even there yet, it's cool to hear people come up with these different word plays on stuff. Grand elevation. I like that. Yes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to lie. That's how y'all say it. NGL, not gonna lie. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I be using a lot of stuff that I from meeting people in this community, and it's helped shift the direction of my life. I feel like we can all learn something from someone if we can learn from each other, no matter the age. And then, so I want to thank you guys for your contribution in my life. It's awesome. Equity, equity. Black's Law Dictionary. If you can't order it, there's so many PDFs, particularly the sixth one, the sixth edition. If you want to get on my Telegram group, email me at mreid1@rocketmail.com. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't think I'm going to make it through this mud with the Segway. Oh. Yes, read it. It's so rich in definitions, bro. You're not going to be able, if you just read it with a basic understanding of the definitions that we've learned. You got to have a law dictionary next to you. Burton's Law Thesaurus is good, is a good pair for the Black's Law Dictionary. Burton's Law Thesaurus, 4th edition. You got to look up those words because they mean different. They're going to change the whole definition of how you read and stuff. And I think particularly that code, it gives you definitions of words. Just read it though. It's deep. If you guys wondering why it's windy, it's because I'm on my Segway. Oh, did I bring my card? I'm about to roll in a Dollar General. I come here all the time, so they don't care if I roll. Ooh. Oh, this looks dirty. I don't want to take that in there. Somebody gets it. We're not meant to work. Yo, I've said that to a handful of people, and they deem me crazy. They're like, are you on drugs? Step into reality, Marcus. Well, reality is you guys are squandering away your beautiful brain and energy power because you can see that you're going to get a paycheck every week or month, and that's the level of your faith. You don't think you can go beyond that. You got to see it to believe it, and that, again, another universal law of faith does not operate off sin. You have to believe it before you see it. You can't tell faith, hey, show me first. Sometimes it'll be gracious enough to show you hints and clips. Sometimes you're going to be, or most of the time, you're going to be blind. Say faith without works is dead as well. So you believe something, you're going to act and put yourself in position and posture in the way you think, move, and talk, and what you do, who you hang around, what you read, all that. Yeah, do show the definition. Wow, insane persons. This stuff is mad interesting, bro. And they use this language in a very general way in these documents, and you sign in, you have no idea what they label you as, which is why they have so much control over us as citizens, because we just we weren't competent. Weren't. Okay, there's DoorDash, there's Instacart, there's delivering. I just found on the internet today, delivering lost luggage. The dude made $800 in 4 hours. I didn't believe it, but I haven't looked up any information on it yet, but I did find it rather interesting. That's utilizing time to the fullest. Over and inner. Yeah. Facts. God's law, universal law, then there's polar laws. Equity. Joseph Murphy. Okay. Yeah, I hope y'all taking notes. I'm taking notes. I'll be taking suggestions. I take suggestions. I don't take orders, but I take advice and suggestions, and I check it out, do my own research and due diligence, like everybody should be doing in any type of realm. You know, not just going off what people say out their mouth, unless it's the word of God. Then because man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the Lord's mouth. So if it ain't that, I ain't trying to believe it for face value. So, I'm in the store right now. I want to get some juice so bad, but my body's screaming water. You tendered your payment. Hold on, the chat the chat's not showing up like it's supposed to. I've got 3 books full of knowledge. I tendered my payment. I've been watching your videos as well as doing. Absolutely. You're doing all the work, bro. I'm just here, just giving you things that could possibly help, man. Good job. Good freaking job. What is a good snack? Help me out, guys. Pistachios. Trying to stay away from the junk food here. Right. You guys convinced me. Socialism. Right. I concur. Pistachios. Man, you read my mind, King Benji. For real. I was gonna say, you guys convinced me. Pistachios it is. Yeah, man, a lot. Like, think about it. Okay, so let's say we grew some authentic pistachios, right? Or how about squeeze some fresh Zambia Bing juice or berries, right? And if you squeeze the juice into a bottle and sit it on the shelf without adding anything else to it, do you think it's going to look like this? Do you think cranberry grape juice is going to look like this after it's been on the shelf for 15 to 20 days? Heck, you won't even have cranberry juice, you'd have wine. And depending on what other stuff you add to it. Feel me? So, I mean, if you look at it, it's a lot of stuff. It's got preservatives in it. Look at this. All this stuff right here. All these natural fruits. They do natural fruit stuff when you sit them in a place for a long time, unless you add chemicals to retard that process. Food bazaar. Oh man. Yo, so listen, there's a whole community on Telegram if you don't know, and it's bumping. And it's got so much information in it, it's no excuse for you not to find either the direction or the exact piece of information you need. So hit me up in my email if you want access to those groups and my group, and I'll hook you up. They fired. I know. I heard about that. Listen, I'm not worried about it. God is still king. Feel me? So that's all I'm worried about. Um, ooh, God is king, king, for real. How you doing? I'm blessed, thank you. Oh, I need some gum. Ooh, $1. You gotta email me. Hold on a second. Email me, MREID1 at rocketmail. Thank you. At rocketmail.com. I'll try to type it in the chat. Healing shadows. What's up, Queen? How you doing? You good? Healing shadows. Who is that? Love you too. All right, let me try to type it in. Thank you. You too. Thank you.
I still have to call and report you.
Man, it won't let me type in stuff. He said Anita Baker Taylor. MREID1 at rocketmail.com. Somebody type it in the chat, but you can't type it in all as one word because it's YouTube. YouTube's moderators are going to like take it off. So it's weird. I don't know. Don't ask questions. How y'all doing out there with y'all processes? You got questions? Maybe I can help you answer them. The remedy or the answer is not in what everybody's doing. That I don't and I don't want to sound controversy or controversial. Yes, M Reed, REID. M Reed 1, the number 1. MREID 1. I am doing well. I know my destiny. I know you do, Healing Shadows. MREID 1 at rocketmail.com. Send me an email. If you've sent me an email and I haven't answered, it's not on purpose. Sometimes some of y'all email come in spam mailbox. Sometimes I'm just doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm gonna get to you, I promise. I'll do my best. Email me again. If you're waiting, email me again. Yes, but change the I goes before the the I goes after the E. You on TikTok? I'm gonna be on TikTok. Yes, I am on TikTok. As I don't know. Yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm here for, yo. Listen, I don't win unless other people win. I don't get why other people don't get that. But listen, you got to make sure everything is right within. Like, well, you heard that? Bars. But listen, like Lauryn Hill said, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? That's some true words right there. You trying to win against some high spirits and principalities. Listen, you got to make sure your spirit and your principality is in order and it's connected to the eternal, the eternal living and true God that gave you source. Or else you can do 100 redemption manual, secured party packets, dot your I's, cross your T's, tell the government to change your name backwards, upwards, lowercase, sideways. It doesn't matter. None of this stuff is going to work. It's like going around a house right? A nice house. It's a nice house. This is a nice house. The house ain't got no electricity, but you like, man, I'm gonna plug stuff in anyway. I'm gonna, I'm gonna make this electricity in this nice house work. This big, immaculate, nice mansion house with no electricity in it. What can you do? You can do stuff in the daytime, maybe limited. It's gonna be hot. No AC. You're not gonna make electricity come into that house unless you connect to the source, which in that case is the electric company, the public commission, the public utility commission. Yeah. So the same way, you were not made by yourself. You can't. I don't even want to say this. You're not made by yourself, so you can't self. You can't self-energize yourself. You can't that's the word I'm looking for. Actualize. Actualize. Some of us we're here. We're not even actualized because we're not connected to source. Got to be connected to source. It's like you got to have a contract with the Public Utilities Commission, also known as the electric company, in order for electricity to be put into your house so that it can be utilized. You got to have connection with source for you to unlock the dark, mysterious things that are here in front of everyone's eyes that are going to give you things and opportunities and material things that no one else has. We are. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Just send an email to. Okay, cool. Bet. Bet. I'm trying to get back in the house. Oh my God. All right. So hold on, let me read the first question. I'm consistently healing. Health is wealth. Yes, for real. Should know the vibes. Oh yeah, that's because people are using the 1099A and they don't know what they're doing. They get excited. I went through that stage. I wanted to go. 1099A, you could do this. I watched all Chris Hauser videos. I was like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. And then I went onto YouTube. Midwest is YouTube. I went live. With him and I asked him a particular question, and I sounded like a newbie. And they're like, oh, nah, you ain't ready. You need to study some more. You need to read up. And that's exactly what I did. And you got to understand the process, because otherwise it does sound like fraud, because these people don't know anything that we know. They're not studying this type of stuff. They've never heard this form before. They think it's just the traditional form that they've been knowing. The thing is, you want to build a relationship with whoever that you're doing this transaction with the 1099A, and help them understand the process and understand the process. Even Chris Hauser mentioned that. He was like, they don't believe you, show them this video. And this is a process that you got to have faith and, be persistent. You just can't just do it once or go to one dealer, expect somebody to say yes, and it work. It doesn't work like that. All things, for real. Study the Black's Law Dictionary front to back. It's going to take you to rabbit holes, and you're going to understand stuff people don't, because they don't read. They have no idea they don't have any idea what they're really reading. And they think it's the way that they've learned words, and really it's saying something totally different. That's my advice. Learn what equity is. Study the Black's Law Dictionary. Get a Burton's Thesaurus if you can. And read the Constitution. Study the Bible. It's really not much you need to do. The Constitution, the Bible, take the Laws Dictionary, Black Laws Dictionary, and read it. You're going to find a lot of stuff, and you'll be sending that energy to the universe like, I'm ready for this level of things, right? The law is in the Bible. Yeah, everything that is the government or Congress has made is based off the Bible. So it would behoove you to read the Bible. Not only on a religious tip, or although religion is a belief system, a bracket. No one can be religious. It's like saying, I don't know a metaphor for that. It's like saying, it's like if someone asks you your name and you're like, it's like someone asking me my name and I'm like, I'm boy. You're like, no, what's your name? I'm boy. I'm man. What? I didn't ask you what you were or classified as. I ask you what your name is. And it's the same thing when someone says, oh, I'm religious. It's like, so what do you believe in? What's your belief system? Particularly. Who do you believe in? Due diligence is so important in this realm. I mean, you keep listening to what people say if you want to. That's why I said the title of this video or this live is, do you understand? You have to have, understanding is many different processes inside of you, because you've learned things a certain way, and you have to read this information for yourself for it to connect, just like it connected with you when you first learned whatever you learned up to this point in your life, and how you connected and you read it. You just didn't listen to it. You went to school and you did it. You took tests and you connected with it. You have to do the same thing with this information. You have to understand it for yourself and be like, whoa, that's what, really? Because you might have a recollection in your life from the past that connects a dot for you that someone else doesn't have. And you steady listening to somebody else to connect the dots for something in your life, instead of trying to do it through due diligence. Oh, you got to get the Black's Law book, yes. And if you don't, it's PDF. You can read the PDF. Study it unbothered. Cut off your cell phone. You need to be able to look up words, resonate with it, write it down. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. Eesh. I'm on my way, guys. I haven't got it in the mail yet, but it's coming. But I do use the PDF. It's no excuse. I'm about to go eat. Peace and love, y'all. I appreciate all your support. Everyone has sent me a cash app. Everyone has ever sent me a word of encouragement. Everyone has sent me a like or a subscribe or a share. I appreciate you. And peace and love. Peace and love. Listen, stay in the conversation. If you're chilling, you're chilling. Meditate. Don't do anything else but meditate. Be still. If you're engulfed in this, be engulfed in this. Listen. Anything that you listen to has to be geared to what it is that you're trying to discover. You're going to find it. Don't get distracted. Peace and love.